Hello and a very good morning to you all. Welcome to RC Four-Wheel Trails. I am Mike and today I'm going to be trying to do a review of this very cool, relatively new, I think it's only just come out, is it STEYR? I can't pronounce this German word. I've even been on the Google Translate to try and hear how it's pronounced and I still can't pronounce it. But we're going to say STEYR 1500 and I take that's an A. Now I bought this for my son, because as like me, he's really into his scale stuff and he loves his military vehicles. And when we were looking to what to buy next for our ever-growing military scale vehicles, we came across this. And it's made by a company called, and I thought it was Heng Guan, but it's not. It's the other version. It is... Oh, it's gone. It's Hangoi. I can't remember. I'll leave the pronouncement of what it is at the bottom. But anyway, it's obviously a Chinese brand. But I was so impressed with the vehicle that did a little bit of research, and because when we first ordered this, because we got this from Banggood, I just thought it was another cheap Chinese sort of model, so to speak. But it's actual fact they do some really cool stuff, military vehicles, quite different military vehicles, and they ain't cheap. They do some really quite expensive stuff. I might even, if I can, I might even leave some of the other stuff they make, some photographs of some of the stuff they make at the end, because I was well impressed. But anyway, I hope you can all see this pretty well, because where I'm filming hasn't got very good light. But this is the outside. They do two different colours. You can get it in this sort of mustardy colour, which I believe is the desert, and you can also get it in the grey. We've got it in the grey. There's also two variations. There's a standard variation and there's the Pro, and the Pro just comes with some extra metal pieces, which I'll get back to in a minute. But as you can see, there's some of the details of what you get. So it is out the box. It is already assembled. I just put it in front of the camera, and I might have to readjust the camera. You have to excuse me because my son's at school today and he asked me if I'd make a video so he could watch it when he gets home from school. So anyway, here is the car. It is full metal body, die-cast metal body. It has got beadlock wheels. It has got full independent suspension. It looks to have, so I don't want the army figure to fall out, it shouldn't do, so a little look underneath. You can see it's got what looks to be a full link sort of setup. It has got beadlock wheels. You can see the inner dry shafts to the wheels are metal. I mean, it is a great piece for not a lot of money. I think we paid, excuse me, I think we paid just shy of, I think it's £59 with postage, and it is amazing. It is small. It is 1/18 scale, and he's put a little figure in there. As you can see, there's a little gun in there. It's blowing my mind, really. I'm not happy with the way this is being filmed. Let's try and get some more light. There we go. It's blowing my mind how it can be made so well and have so many features. You have got lights. You have got, actual fact, the functionality of this, actual fact, it boggles my little tiny brain. My son can work it. So here is the controller, just to give you an example. You've got all those different switches. Now, all these switches do different functions. These are all fine adjustments. And when you press the on and off button, you go through, the on off button has different modes as well. So you can obviously go from like front steer, rear steer, crab steer. And then obviously these are finer adjustments for your throttle and your steering and all that sort of good stuff. And then you've got these dip switches. Let's try and get some extra zoom on because I'm struggling to even see it. So these dip switches, you can control the sound, because this does have sound as well. It controls the lights. It has got a smoke function which you can turn on or off, and that is where the smoke oil is filled up. So you just unscrew that and pop it out. It doesn't come with smoke oil, but it's not hard to get smoke oil. We've got tanks here, so obviously we've got smoke oil. But like I said, all the doors just open up. They are on magnets. The front obviously opens up, and you have got a little bonnet latch, which is there if you want to stand it up. The button is very small to turn it on. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a button there. There's all your wires for your ESC and everything. But again, if I let this drop, you can hear the heftiness to it. The battery is located in the back, which is in the boot. Again, you can hear the heft, and you just pull this out. I won't pull it out because my son, like I said, he's been playing with it. I don't know if you can see it. It's got different bits stored away, but it is like a battery cell that you pull out on that piece of string. And again, charging possibly an hour, and it's charged, doesn't take long. You know, this is a great vehicle, not really for young kids. Like I said, my son's 8, but he's more switched on with remote control cars than I am. He's equally good a driver as I am, and he understands. Like I said, if he was here, he would be working this all over the place. I can drive it, but like I said, I will do a little demonstration in a minute. You do get this pops off, and you've got a solid roof you can put on. So there's loads of options. It comes with a pretty cool little book that tells you all the different things it does, the dip switches and blah 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 blah. But I'm amazed that for the money you get a lot. Like I said, I didn't realise, to be perfectly honest, what it was going to be. I've seen other people doing reviews on it, and I didn't realise what you got for the money. And like I said, if you look at the box again briefly, you can see it has got a metal chassis. It just shows there's the battery. The battery is obviously inside this sort of like cell pack. Sorry, that's not the battery. There's the battery there. It's in like a pack. So the battery's inside the pack, and then you've got the gearbox there. I mean, none of it really screams out cheapness. I've just actually bought the little Willys Jeep that comes from the same company because that looks awesome. So I've got that coming, but like I said, it hasn't arrived yet. I'll show the metal pieces before I start actually going to the vehicle's functions. So with the Pro version, you get just basically extra parts. There's no difference in the vehicles. Let's say you just get extra parts. So you get the usual toolkit, Allen key, your little wrench there, and obviously a little screwdriver and some little double-sided sticky tape there. And then this is the cool bit. You get these nice, what look to be machined drive shafts, and I don't know how well it's coming through because obviously they're in the packet, but it isn't rubbish quality at all. We can hear it. Get that upgraded drive shafts because it has got plastic on at the moment, and then you get these. Now I'm just going to take these out just for a second. I wanted to show these. I was really impressed. These are an all metal shock with adjusters. I mean, these are minute. I mean, if you put my baby finger next to it, I mean, it's rolling away, but these are minute. But they're all metal, oil filled, adjustable. I mean, these, you know, and you get 4 of those, and you get all the little collets and all the little shims and everything. And like I said, all this for just a shade under £60 is unreal. So like I said, and the options, you could weather this, you could give it like a dust effect. The only downside to it, if I'm completely honest, is obviously the stickers are a bit challenging. My son started to put the stickers on, and he got as far as doing 2 because you've got to sort of push them on and rub them and then try and peel the back off, and then it leaves part on and takes part away. And yeah, so they're not, the stickers are, you know, some to be desired. But like I said, with a bit of weathering, this is right up anybody that wants something that they can play around with, keep on their desk, it'll look good in a cabinet, then this is for you. We are going to be doing a short on this and taking it somewhere scale. It is very capable in its scale. It's the best way to explain it. And like I said, with the controller, it looks cheap, but to be perfectly honest, when it's in your hand, it doesn't feel too bad. You know, I'm just amazed what you're getting for the money. And if I flip it over again, try to drop everything this time. So you can see at the moment it's got the plastic drive shafts and suspension, but I will be swapping it out for him when I get the chance. And I'm not quite sure what the price difference is between the Pro and the standard, if I'm completely honest, because I didn't bother to research. I just bought the Pro. But like I said, it comes with all this stuff for not a lot of money. And obviously you get your usual USB charge cable. But anyway, I'll try and set the camera up and just sort of show some of the little features it can do. just up and down here very briefly, so just bear with me. I'm back. So press the button here, obviously first, then pull up this, and like I said, you can latch it. Here's a minute little button. Now at the moment I'm trying to think, I think when you turn left and right it has got an indicator sound. At the moment it looks like it's got all 4 wheels are functioning at the moment, so we'll try and go backwards. So as soon as you touch the throttle it starts up. It has got a fairly good realistic engine sound, as you can see. So at the moment it is doing the crab walk. I'll try and go through the functionality a minute and see if I can change it, so bear with me. So it's still, that's rear steering now. Next mode, that's front steering, so, sorry. You can also make it so that it's forward and reverse, or you can have forward brake reverse. I'll see if I can get the smoke on, just bear with me a second. So let's just see which one it is. Right, so I'm back. So I think it's run out of smoke oil, but if I take the camera around, so if I press the dip switch 3, it's got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got ignition lights. You can turn them on, you can turn them off. So that's dip switch 3 turns on the ignition lights, which is awesome. So you've got clock gauges. It does, this one here I believe is dip 4, turns off the engine sound, so you don't have to have the engine sound, which is cool. And it just goes through the list. I think number 2 is smoke, but like I said, it doesn't seem to be, I must have run out of smoke oil, but it does smoke. But you get the idea. Like I said, if it's a bit much for my little pea-sized brain, I like to just get on and drive stuff, and that's about it. But like I said, it's pretty cool. It's got a cruise function, as you can see. But like I said, we are going to be doing a short on this, because that's what this channel is mainly about. We're mainly about driving cars than we are reviewing cars, if we're completely honest. We're all about having fun, getting out there, making short videos and just having good fun. But we are obviously going to do more review videos as time goes on. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for the minute. You get the idea. Before there's anything else I've forgotten. Oh, there is some little bits you put in here that are made out of die cast, which if you want to put on the roof, which I'll briefly do. No, I don't know what he's done with it. He's obviously... but like I said, this is my son's car, and he wanted me to do a review on it while he's at school, so he can watch it when he gets back. But like I said, great piece, great scale piece, lots of features, too much for my pea-sized little brain to cope with. And like I said, I'll leave some photographs of some of the other vehicles at the end of the video now, just so you can see what other stuff you can get. But anyway, with that, please consider subscribing, like, sharing, subscribing. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, we do a lot of shorts. That is our thing, because like I said, this channel is all about, it's a father-son channel, having a bit of fun and just getting out and actually doing some enjoyable driving. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.